When you have a childhood sexual abuse trauma, I've spoken about this before, how we often lose our memories because as children we can't process what has happened to us. Lots of times we haven't even had the birds and the bees talk yet. And it's really not helpful to compare, I believe. That's one of the things that kept me, I guess, not validating my own experience. And, well, I'll use Elizabeth Smart as an example just because I feel like a lot of you guys know her. She's so poised and beautiful and heroic, and she'd had 9 months of kidnapping and multiple rapings, every day, sometimes twice a day. And for, comparison's sake, I had, some broken memories and some memories with my grandfather. But none of those to me seemed like enough to equal what I was feeling or to justify the fact that I really needed somebody to help me and to help me process and to take care of these really, really, really difficult emotions. And so that, in comparison with my mom telling me that her abuse was worse, and basically how dare I have any feelings about my abuse, it kind of helped me to shove it down even further. Even as I started to feel it bubble up, some of the memories bubble up, I have, pondering and pondering and pondering what's going on, or why do these random, images or messages keep coming in my brain. And then I get shut down again by this voice that says, yours wasn't bad. Yours wasn't that bad. You have no reason to cry. You have no reason to be depressed. You got to get up off your butt and take care of everybody else. Why aren't you acting like the neighbors? Why aren't you acting like the Joneses? Why aren't you, developing a talent or staying in school, whatever. I don't know. Anyways, when we compare ourselves to people who are either doing better than us or worse than us even, it can cause problems in our own healing and in our own validation of what was real for us. And I think to compare is human, but to recognize when things are different, to give ourselves some grace or some room. And so through the years, as I've thought about Elizabeth Smart and how well she handles everything, I also thought about, perhaps her parents were a little bit more supportive, perhaps because it was visible. Everybody treated her different than people treated the people whose sexual abuse was hidden or wasn't as prominent. I heard that Elizabeth got to go to if this is true, this is what I heard, but that she got to go to some place, I think in Hawaii, where there were horses, and she just got to just recover and have that just be her healing period, which is pretty awesome too. And, different personality types, different everything's different. When you compound different trials or traumas on top, it can create a complex situation. When it's a family member or a friend that you know versus a stranger, there's an age gap that matters. And I don't know, I have a lot of love and respect for Elizabeth Smart and for what she's been able to do and the lives that she's been able to touch, and her courage and beauty. And anyways, I just guess I wanted to say that so that you don't discount what's real for you, what was difficult for you, for your personality type, for, what was covered up and hidden, because it's real and it matters.